Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, I think I have a food coma. The coma of all foods. I literally drove to my nan's, got there at like 6:10, and then had some very nicely done Chinese garlic spring onion stuff, chicken and fish and vegetables. And it was great. It was really nice. I probably ate like, oh god, probably like half a chicken and just like snake, like swallowing a cow whole. Like imagine the whole chicken. I was just shoving it down there, and now I'm like, I don't know if that was a good idea, but hi everybody. All right, let's get my energy levels up. Right, let's see. Hello, Jenny. I was just talking to you. Hey, Seaberry. Kropi Digrel, hello. Kropi. Hello. Banshee. Tiger. Hello, everybody. Gonna have a chill stream. Just gonna do lots of reading. I've just done my dailies. I spent 5 minutes with Caleb, not Xavier. Yeah. Oh, hey, like Erica, appreciate you. Thank you for the subby. I know the streams and stuff have been a little bit inconsistent today, so I do apologize. Not today, like the whole fucking 2 weeks, but yeah, a lot of things have been happening, but you know, we'll hopefully be resuming normality. We haven't done a karaoke session in a while, have we? I would say it should be today, but I think my parents will scream at me because it'll be like, what? Bitch, she has no sound alert. Oh, that's my problem. Don't worry, I'll add that now. Let me try. Stream it. One sec. I can add this. Let me do this now. Hi. I'm just gonna add the sound alerts here. There should be actually. Oh, it's already there. Hi. You guys can't hear that?
Warm those from far away.
Okay, thanks, Eleanor from £5. I didn't expect that. Hey, I did get a haircut. Yeah, it's a perm back. I'm just keeping it simple today. But yeah, my hair was doing my head in like last 3-4 weeks. It was actually ridiculous. But yeah, I had a hair perm, like I do every few months. But thank you. But yeah, we're gonna be covering Xavier's. Bloody hell! All right, fucking chill. Shit, chill. Okay, the music is blasting. We're gonna be covering the new trailer. All I know is it's a Xavier trailer. I clicked for 1 second on the video to get the thumbnail, but that's all I know. And then we're just gonna cover some world underneath because I've pretty much done. I think it was like up to chapter 16, 17, and then we did world underneath chapter 22, and then I kind of just dropped it. So yeah, we're gonna go through all those today. Well, not all of them, but hopefully a large majority of them. So it's just going to be really mainly a reading stream. Yeah. I hope you like my reading. I should chew some more chewing gum, really. Get all the oils and the food and stuff out. But I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Love and Deep Space Saturdays are still here. Yeah. It's nice to be here. Right. Yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Right. We'll start in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. How's anyone do anything interesting on the weekend? Anyone do anything interesting? Oh. Or has it just started? What time is it in America?
Boom, bitches.
Unicorn Tay Girla, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome to the... I hate fucking saying this. Welcome to the nation, but appreciate you. 2 p.m. EST. Okay. Sleep. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, weren't we? Yeah, we're gonna try and move towards free streams. So we're still gonna cover... I don't want to burn myself too much into just lads. But I think Thursdays will be like variety and game requests. So we've got quite a big portfolio of game requests on the Discord. I do want to kind of play 5 Hearts. I'm interested in 5 Hearts. For 2 very big reasons. And then we're going to bring it like Tekken Tuesdays, because I feel like right at the beginning of the stream times, we had like a really cute kind of Tekken, like a little tiny community that was kind of going. And now like we've kind of moving away from that. I kind of want to bring it back. So Tekken's good. Watch us when we play Tekken, okay? And then, yeah, I guess most of the games requested have been like horror games. Fuck. I think they are the most enjoyable to watch though, genuinely, if you like video games and shit. I scream a lot, so you need to put the stream at like 1% volume or something. Hey, Dio and the Angel. How you doing? Yeah, I would like to collab with the other guys again if they want to do karaoke as well, like a streamer karaoke. I think people like that as well, so. That will have to be on a Saturday though. So. Okay. Should we start? Hi. Hey, Asteria, how you doing? Right. You've all seen it. I have not seen it. Shall we take a look at this? I'm guessing I'm going to have to upload this on YouTube, right? So we're going to have to do this a good old-fashioned way. I didn't upload my Raphael reaction, actually. People were probably waiting for that, but I actually did record it. It's actually here. Like, I was in an Claire Obscure stream. I just never uploaded it. I was like, I'm going to upload this, and then I never uploaded it. So, sorry. It's there. If you want my reaction to Raphael's thingy-majiggy, you can see it there. Okay, let me move my face. Yeah. Hey, Ryume, how you doing? Love Ryume. Right. Okay. Lights, camera, action. Hello, YouTube. We're going to be watching Love and Deep Space Tranquil Moments, and I think this is, well, I don't think, I know. We're watching it live with the other guys, so it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. The stream title is to... What did I write? What's my stream title? To be a Xavier or... Wait. To Xavier or not to Xavier? That is the main question, right? So, I didn't expect Xavier to have another card to come out so soon. Really soon, actually. But he's getting a lot of love and attention lately. And, I will still deny the allegations. I do not think I'm a Xavier main, okay? But I don't know. People seem to like it when I like Xavier. Like, Instagram is popping off. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, let's not stall anymore. Let's take a look at it and see what he's got in store for us. I think most people were thinking of it being like a Caleb myth, but I know. Is that a hot pot? Okay. Alright. Can you hear this? The facts be that Nate reacting to his main solo trailer. Oh man, I hate and love you guys at the same time. Anyway. Can you hear that? Yeah, you can hear that. Okay. Right, here we go.
Yeah.
right?
Wait, my two guys, Caleb and Xavier, have a new cooking memory thing?
Proper heat control is crucial. I looked it up. Wine.
Wait, he's good at cooking. Wait, hang on. Hey, wait. I'm doing a thing for Riri. This is like Banshee. This is the script, right? This is the script. If it turned out well. 850 degrees.
It's the basics. There's a problem with that bag of chili peppers.
Wait.
It's my secret hot pot base. May the best win. Let me see if it's ready first.
Okay.
You can have a piece of cake. I'll be taking this. It's even more delicious than I expected.
Okay, I like this card.
Fuck. Something else to taste,
Fuck,
right?
you got me again, Infold.
Consider it your special acknowledgement for
You got me again. Wait, why? What was with the eye patch? Oh, damn. That's cute. Yo, where's his hand, bro? Yeah, you know where you're going, buddy. Okay. I like this card. It's pretty cute, right? It's pretty cute. Wait, so he tries to cook something, it goes wrong, and then they just get hot pot. Like, my man. My man.
Proper heat control is crucial.
Oh my gosh, if you guys ever tried to cook dried chilies like this, fucking hell. It doesn't do that, whatever it's doing. It makes you sneeze like crazy. Like you are actively like fighting for your life. Like it just, the woof of it just goes straight to your nostrils. It's like a hay fever attack.
I looked it up. Wine.
Shouting wine. Okay. Gets it going. Okay, and then yeah, constantly sneezing.
It's the basics.
This makes me think he burned it.
There's a problem with that bag of chili peppers.
There's a problem with that bag of chili peppers.
It's my secret hot pot base. May the best win.
May the best win.
Let me see if it's ready first.
His voice changes so much. Like, I swear I've never heard his voice like this before.
Secret hot pot base.
It's my secret hot pot base.
May the best win.
May the best win.
Let me see if it's ready first.
Let me see if it's ready first.
You can have a piece of cake. I'll be taking this.
I'll be taking this. I don't know.
It's even more delicious than I expected.
He's pretty cute here, though. I like this. I like this. I like hot pot.
You'll offer me something else to taste, right? You can consider it your special acknowledgement for Xavier.
Why do I feel like that line is so directed at me? Right? Do you think that's directed at me? You can consider it your special acknowledgement for Xavier.
You'll offer me something else to taste, right? You can consider it your special acknowledgement for Xavier.
I have to. Right. He is my man after all. Wow. Every fucking Xavier card has spoken to me though. It's like, it's actually crazy. Like, it could have been like, English breakfast is one of my favorite things, right? Like Caleb English breakfast. And they had to shit on it by giving him blueberries and like not even tinned tomatoes. That was annoying. And then when they give me a Xavier card, it's not like a pizza, it's not like a thing. It's like one of my favorites. It's a hot pot. And it had to be Xavier. It's just weird how everything always turns out to be, oh look, like it's Xavier. likes exactly the same things as you do, Nate. Hmm? Right, anyway. Wow.
It's the basics.
It's the basics.
It'll be ready in a minute.
Xavier, you'll walk. Yeah, just stare at it. Sneeze.
There's a problem with that bag of chili peppers.
What the fuck? There's something really like childlike about Xavier. I mean, I can be a bit childlike, I guess. Maybe I am a Xavier main. Maybe I am. That's really weird. But now, upon reflection, I'm like, He's like, the word I would describe Xavier, he's kind of endearing, right? And I've kind of, damn, he might just be me. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, great trailer. When is it out? Do I pull for this? March the 9th, so 2 days time. So that's like what? Monday, is it? Yeah. But then Caleb's gonna come out, isn't he? And Caleb's gonna come out. Disappoint. I'm not asking you guys to do this, but if we receive donations and stuff, then I'll have to do the pulls. But I don't know, man. Like, it's a difficult situation on my side. Okay, I don't have a job and all that, so I don't want to like just willingly just splash money and be like, yeah, because it's actually not sustainable. Like, I will be losing money. So yeah, responsibly, I'll do it responsibly, you know. Anyway, should we play? I've done my dailies and stuff now.
Get Chef Xavier.
What the fuck? Not now, but thank you. Who was? Is that Celestial? Celestial Asteria for the £50. Get Chef Xavier. Thank you. Pull that star, Jenny. Not now. Okay, I'll have to pull for it now, but I don't mean now, but thank you. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of bloody money. Appreciate you. Wow. I really appreciate you guys. You donated to Lala for this memory too. Oh, bless. Well, we have no choice now. Thank you, appreciate it. I really appreciate the support, and let's just hope we can get the card within the 50 pulls then, huh? It's really cute of you if you have the financial capacity to do that. I don't ask of that from anyone, but I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Brianna. Get him when it comes, Nate. Yeah, I'll definitely do a pull for them now. Bless you guys. There's one thing. So when you go to my donation page, there is actually 2 special sound alerts. They should work. With when we're doing the auditions for Love and Deep Space, Chaos and Lincoln for Riri's fan dub, there's a very, very special place in my heart, and there's a guy called Richard. And Richard is such a wonderful dude, because I physically reached out to him and DM'd him, and I said, Richard, I love your Love and Deep Space auditions. can I have them on my stream? And he goes, sure, okay, you're welcome, no worries. And I was like, I'll literally pay you for your voice lines. And he was like, it's okay, no, it's fine. And I was like, okay, we're doing this. So one of the voice lines is Xavier's, and if you donate £2.14, it will play Richard's Xavier voice take. And if you donate £8, you'll hear Richard's "It's been 800 years" Raphael line. So I want to add more Richard lines to it, but those were the two that stood out because it had numbers. But he's great. Brianna Lambert, your voice seems really cool and you seem like a cool guy. Oh, I appreciate you. You're a very wonderfully cool individual yourself. You're very kakoi. Thank you. Nice to meet you and thank you for joining us. There's a lot of kind of fresh faces today, huh? I know I haven't been doing many streams recently, so I do apologize again for that, but every time we do stream, I really enjoy... I really enjoy spending time with you all, so thank you. Currently we have about 50 viewers, which is really nice. Hey Harmony, how you doing? What are we doing today? Pink Monster V, how are you doing, darling? We are going to be going through the world underneath. I've just watched the Tranquil Moments for Xavier. My supposed main. Supposed main. So we're going to be going through Lads now. The world underneath specifically because there's a lot to get through. There is a lot to get through. You guys can hear that? You freaking love that trailer? It's a good trailer, isn't it? It's a very good trailer. I love hot pot. If you guys don't know me, I love hot pots and barbecue. I know it sounds really bad. It sounds really bad, but I really love meat. I love protein, okay? So obviously I'm gonna love barbecue and I love hot pot. And then what is like Xavier's favorite foods? Like hot pot and barbecue. I know. It's crazy. He's a Libra, I'm a Libra. I know. It's bad. It's bad. Right, where do we get up to? So we watched sketches. Did we do Utopian Roma? Can you hear Lads? Yeah, you should be able to hear. I might not be a Xavier main, but I might be a little bit like Xavier. Jordan's a Pisces and Raph is a Pisces. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Really? Is he actually a Pisces? Kindred spirits. Boy, there is a word I'd like to say after that. Boy, there is a word I'd love to say after that. Right, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to repent later. Did I do this? Does anyone remember me doing this? I don't think I did, because I was just doing it for the gems. You so are a Xavier main. Ryume, we want to have to talk during karaoke at one point. Okay. I don't think we've done this. We finished on sketches. I remember sketches very much so. So let's go through this. Okay. In between chapters, I don't know what this is about, but in between chapters, I'll take a look at the chat and stuff, okay? Enjoy the read. I'll probably spit my chewing gum out now. Okay. Chapter, well, what is this even called? Utopian Roma. Ah. I like my air signs. That's interesting. Chapter 1. Scientific Observation Log. Excavation site, Northern Forest of Lincoln City. Recorder, Shaylin. Survey date is sometime and weather is clear. Excavation process and key findings. Major discovery. This record may serve as crucial reference material. If I ultimately fail to escape from here, I implore whoever finds this journal to deliver it to the EVOL Special Task Force. Assistant's note. The data entry is illegible due to water damage. The notebook primarily contains cursive writing and shorthand symbols, suggesting Professor Shaylin recorded these notes in haste. After careful analysis, I've compiled the following summary of the journal's contents. Wonder Report, 3 p.m. Northern Forest of Lincoln City, high risk level, animal type Wanderer, cheetah-like. Observation log. I am currently in a space beyond ordinary human comprehension, described as follows. 1. Ruins of what appears to be an unknown civilization's remains. 2. Tree branches growing wild through rock crevices. 3. An unidentified celestial body hovering in the near sky, seemingly within reach, like a massive moon. Notes. During combat, just as I was about to deliver the final blow to the Wanderer, it vanished into a crack that appeared out of nowhere. My forward momentum carried me through, and a mysterious gravity vortex pulled me into the massive fissure. After the intense vertigo subsided, a mysterious alternate dimension materialized before my eyes. For a moment, I thought I was hallucinating, or had crossed into the afterlife, or perhaps even jumped to some unknown timeline. Before I could process these thoughts, the Wanderer suddenly appeared behind me with a deafening roar. It doesn't matter what this place was, I had to eliminate it immediately. Fortunately, my EVOL remained functional in this alternate space. Using what was at hand, I grabbed stones from the ground and hurled them with all my might. Under the successive impacts, its body gradually transformed into particles, rapidly dissipating into the air. Assistant's note. Professor Shaylin's EVOL involves physical enhancement, allowing instantaneous amplification of her strength. She is one of the rare archaeologists in Lincoln's academic community capable of conducting solo missions. In the real world, Wanderers will always escape through rifts just before defeat, reappearing seconds later as if immortal. But this time, it seemed to truly vanish. Did I finally eliminate it? Unfortunately, I had no time for further exploration of the alternate space. Almost immediately after the Wanderer's complete defeat, the rift pulled me back to the real world, right to the same forest where I'd lost consciousness. What exactly was all this? Outstanding questions. 1. How does the alternate space manifest spontaneously? 2. Its relationship with the Wanderers. 3. Why does physical time there synchronize with real-world time? 4. What serves as the key for free access to this space? And 5. Can the alternate space be utilized for permanent Wanderer elimination? That was a lot of non-fictional wordings. Okay. Oh god, it's all going to be like this. I gotta go over a break at work is over. Catch you later. No worries. So this is all about the Wanderers and Shaylin. I can't remember who Shaylin was, but that rings a bell. Let me look that up real quick. Love in deep space, Shaylin. Who is Shaylin? Why does that ring a bell? Okay, I don't. Faceless characters. Alright. Okay. Chapter 2. New Theory. Excavation Site Polar Glacier Number 4. Recorder Shaylin. Survey date is the 1st of something, 2034. The weather is overcast. So it's clear that it's overcast. Processing key findings. Wander report. 3 a.m. Ice valley between polar mountain ranges. Extreme risk level. Humanoid type wanderer. Non-sentient? Question mark. As anticipated, the alternate space appeared again. Mission objectives. The primary mission is to explore the geographical environment of the alternate space. To this end, I've brought protofield monitors, hazardous life form detectors, and essential survival supplies to investigate human viability in this space. Where's the glasses? I feel like this is suitable. Based on previous experiences, the alternate space will close after the Wanderer's complete dissipation, and the rift will return outsiders to the real world. This humanoid-type wanderer appears in the mountain depths. The immediate priority is to avoid it and maximize exploration opportunities. Assistant's note. The handwriting in this entry is notably steady, suggesting Professor Shaylin wrote this in a relatively secure conditions. Breakthrough discovery. Everything in the alternate space exists as physical matter, not an illusion. I tested this by drinking from a mountain spring and sampling wild fruit from the trees. Remarkably, both proved consumable. The resulting sensation of satiation is undeniably real. Assistance note. Water damage has destroyed parts of this page. Only portions of the notes remain legible. I've developed a new hypothesis. Field experience indicates that the physical dimensions of explored alternate spaces correlate with the different species and specifications of wanderers. My gosh, that was a mouthful. This humanoid-type wanderer proves far more dangerous than the previous animal type, and its escape route led to an alternate space vastly larger than any I've studied before. I believe there exists a positive correlation between the size of planetary protofield spaces and the wanderer's power levels. To gather supporting data, I've used my equipment to record comprehensive measurements of the entire geographical environment. Notes. I carry this work journal everywhere, sometimes treating it more like a personal diary. Should any colleagues accidentally stumble upon my occasional ramblings, please exercise selective oversight. For instance, as I write this final entry, I'm sitting alone in a clearing of the ice valley below the mountain's main peak. The frigid mountain winds strike my face, bringing unprecedented clarity to my thoughts. I can't help but contemplate some mystifying questions, and if the wanderers can escape into protofields, could it be that their victims aren't truly dead, but have escaped to some place we've yet to discover? Perhaps one day, I'll find them. Outstanding issues. Must initiate new research expedition immediately. I can't wait any longer. Assistance note. The notes end here. According to existing documentation, Professor Shaylin reached the following conclusion in her subsequent research report. Wanderers in reality escape to an alternate space when near defeat. Pursuers can follow through these rifts to eliminate them permanently. As the first discoverer, Professor Shaylin termed this alternate space protofield. Monkey Horror. Hey, how you doing, man? You should be playing Pompous. Phocopia. I do not have a Nintendo Switch 2, so I won't be playing it. Yeah. Don't say his real name. Whew, that was close, wasn't it? Monkey Horror is a good IRL friend of mine. He's awesome guy. He's pretty cool. Mari is though. Mari's playing Phocopia. I've seen a couple of screenshots. Hello, Mrs. Fullbuster. We are reading The World Underneath. We're reading The World Underneath chapter 16 right now. It's been pretty scientific and very long sentences, and I'm kind of spacing out a little bit, but it's okay. I think I'm understanding it. Yeah. Maybe if I get a Switch 2, if we can like afford it, we can probably play it at some point in the future. Maybe in May or something, I'm not sure. Chapter 3, Chaos and Rebirth. Excavation site Protofield number 1012. Recorder, Shaylin. Survey date, something 6 to weather is cloudy. The assistant's note. I need to burp. Whoa. The date entry shows signs of modification. Upon examination, it appears to be the date of the Chrono Rift catastrophe. The handwriting is extremely erratic, suggesting Professor Shaylin wrote this in a highly disorientated state, possibly causing temporal confusion. So they're really stressed out. Oh, there's a lot of material, Mrs. Fullbuster. Excavation process and key findings. Wanderer report, 1 PM desert region, possible intelligentsia type wanderer, detected. Unconfirmed. Observation log. New protofield discovered with the following characteristics. 1. Habitable climate with abundant geological resources. 2. Infrastructure remarkably similar to real-world settlements. 3. Vast expanse extending beyond visible limits, suggesting massive spatial dimensions. 4. Signs of previous habitation. Evidence of past occupancy. Assistant's note. Multiple black lines were drawn under the 4th observation point for emphasis. This suggests Professor Shaylin was experiencing significant emotional turmoil at the time. Experimental plan. I've decided to conduct a new experiment within this protofield. Previously explored protofields would automatically close after a certain period following a wanderer's elimination, like some predetermined system protocol, with a rift forcibly returning any entrance to reality. But this time I've waited an entire day without us being expelled. This must be special. Even now, I maintain my belief that those who appear to be killed by wanderers might still be alive, waiting eternally to be found in some protofield. So if you die to a wanderer, that you're still alive if you're in the thing, the meta fluctuation. Assistance note: the experiment purpose section has been torn out cleanly with even fold lines suggesting deliberate removal by Professor Shalin rather than external damage. Experiment log. Experiment duration 1 month. Brought supplies barely sustained basic needs. During this period, I actually took up residence in protofield number 1012. More specifically, I established a campsite using a portable tent and began living here, using primitive resources available in the space, such as stones and fallen timber. I managed to create fires for cooking, maintaining basic living conditions. That is a jank sentence if I've ever read one. The research equipment was extremely heavy, but thanks to my evo, I could carry it for ongoing material analysis. The protofield's energy signature differs completely from Earth's, showing striking similarities to Wanderer energy patterns instead. Could Wanderer interference be affecting my readings? Is this why I can't find them? I can't determine who left these signs of habitation, and the experiment continues, but I'm running out of medication. The hallucinations have begun. Assistance note: the next 2 paragraphs are nearly indecipherable, with words intertwined like a mixture of drawings and code. Initial analysis suggests one line reads, "Science can resurrect the dead. However, this requires verification from handwriting experts." The writing becomes progressively clearer afterwards, suggesting Professor Shalin regained lucidity. I dreamed of Chadwick and Queenie again. They've refused to visit my dreams for so long. Perhaps they're still angry I couldn't get home earlier that day. They were just as they always were. Chadwick cooking in the kitchen, Queenie doing her math homework in the living room. She should be learning multiplication division now. It was supposed to be my turn to pick Queenie up from school that day, but work needed overtime, and I couldn't make it. That senseless catastrophe destroyed everyone's lives. Lincoln City's transportation system had completely collapsed. I rushed back as fast as I could, but they were gone. The neighbors told me they vanished along with the Wanderer. I searched for so long, but never found them. But now there's hope. Outstanding issues. This attempt has failed as well, but I won't give up. Assistance note: the following page has been torn out, suggesting additional unfinished content. However, according to information provided by the Institute, Professor Shalin was ultimately returned to reality by the Rift. Yeah, I skimmed them through the diamonds as well. They're good. This is big though. Chapter 4: Beyond Solution. Excavation site: Lincoln City Streets. Recorder: Shalin. Survey date is 2036. Weather is clear. Excavation process and key findings. After the last research expedition, my condition deteriorated. For a long time, I lacked the strength to embark on new journeys. Years of intensive work had finally taken their toll, leaving me weaker than ever before. After discovering my regular medication use, the Institute suggested I take a leave of absence. I accepted everything. Gradually, even the medication stopped helping me sleep, and my lucid moments grew rare. I spent most of my days in a fog. The Institute has given up on me, and so has my intellect. I have nothing left. Yet, I still believe in what I believe. I'm just waiting for the right moment. Assistance note: Professor Shalin's tone shifts notably in the later half of this entry. Perhaps she was hoping someone would discover this journal. I will faithfully document all of her explorations. When my consciousness grows hazy, I often treat this work journal as a diary, leaving behind scattered, incoherent sentences. Once, upon waking, I found I had filled an entire page with the same sentence. That night, I had apparently written the same question over and over. Has science abandoned me too? I thought this question would remain forever, unanswered. Yet the response came surprisingly soon. What I'm about to tell you might sound like drunken ramblings, But please believe me, I'm more lucid now than I've ever been. Last night, walking home alone, my strength failed me. Dizzy and disorientated, I had to rest on a street bench. My arm began to itch, and upon closer inspection, I found a wanderer the length of my index finger. It was as small as a beetle, utterly unthreatening. At first I dismissed it, casually brushing it aside, but as it fled in panic, a rift hidden behind it materialized before my eyes. It was actually a wanderer. I could hardly believe what I was seeing. Just like my first time entering a protofield, I stared, transfixed, extending my index finger toward the fist-sized vortex of chaotic energy. This seed-sized wanderer opened a true doorway for me, and as I was pulled into the protofield, I found myself instantly transported to the infinite cosmos. All of existence dwelled within that tiny rift, like glimpsing an ocean within a single droplet of water. Before I could process it all, I felt a gentle touch on the back of my hand. When I turned around, there was Chadwick, unchanged, as if time had frozen around him. "Let's go. Queenie got out of school early today. She's waiting for us at home," I heard him say with a smile. "Outstanding issues. Now we can return to the universe together. I'm sorry I kept you waiting for so long." Assistant's note. Here, Professor Shaylin's work journal ends abruptly, with her personal effects found abandoned on a remote mountainside. Too many questions remain unanswered. For instance, if these events truly occurred, Professor Shaylin should now be residing in the mysterious protofield she described. So when did she write this entry? If this was merely a delusion brought on by her discontinued medication, then no one can explain how her backpack traveled overnight from the streets of Lincoln City to mountains hundreds of miles away, nor where she herself has gone. From that day forward, no one has ever seen her again. Appendix from Professor Shaylin's assistant. Personal profile of Professor Shaylin. Shaylin, 1997 to 2036. Research Fellow at the Lincoln Archaeological Society 2019 to 2034. She joined the Deep Space Academy in 2034, where she introduced the groundbreaking academic concept of protofields. That same year, she joined the Lincoln Academy of Sciences and continued her field research on protofields. Mysteriously disappeared in early 2036 without a trace. The Deep Space Academy has awarded Professor Shaylin its Lifetime Achievement Honor Award. We'll never forget her contributions, and may she reunite with her family among the stars. Whoa, that got super deep. Did that get super deep to you guys as well? Dang, Nate, your voice is deep right now. Thank you. Is it? It's always this deep, isn't it? That was I thought it was just like a science encyclopedia thing, and then it just started getting a bit like personal diary, really kind of that song. You know that song? Yeah, that was kind of crazy, right? That was kind of crazy. So she's the person that kind of expanded the concept of protofields in like a different dimension sort of thing. The crazy part, I think, is when she started seeing her loved ones again, and they were like there. Like, is it her medication or is this real? Yeah, there was Chadwick, unchanged as if time had frozen around him. Wow, this is so good. Like, is that a what is that? Is that a wanderer, or is that like literally Chadwick from a different dimension? What is this? So many questions. It's not an illusion. I've developed a new hypothesis. Field experience indicates that the physical dimensions of explored alternate spaces correlate with the different species and specifications of wanderers. This humanoid type wanderer proves far more dangerous than the previous animal type, and its escape route led to an alternate space vastly larger than I've studied before. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, I can't... It doesn't really conclude anything, or it doesn't really give you anything. It's just... What the fuck? Yeah. The lore is so fucking good in this game. It's the best part, in my opinion. Yeah. Yes, Frenzy. Absolutely. 100% agree. 100% agree. If you guys just joined and don't know what we're doing, we're covering the world underneath today. We're going to see how many we go through, but we just want to learn. We're getting back into the lore, yeah? Because that's my highlight. The lore is fucking awesome in this game. So we're going to get back into the lore. Yes, we are going to be pulling for Xavier's card. Asteria so thankfully donated 50 squiddies to us earlier. And I mean, the show must go on then, I guess, right? So appreciate that again, Asteria. We're trying to uncover the secrets of the lore and see where it's taking us, because, you know, love and deep lore is my favorite part of the game. Right. Chapter 7, well, not chapters, but, you know, book number 17, Lincoln Online. I haven't read this. I've just got the tokens. Chapter 1, Optimization Log. Dear Lincoln City citizens. To enhance the gaming experience for all citizens, Lincoln City Hall is committed to optimizing Lincoln Online. We wish you a happy life in Lincoln City. Oh, fucking hell, it's patch notes. Oh, God. Version 1.4.2 update. Number 1, added the new interaction just one taste during cooking. 2, optimized the hunter combat system for greater immersion, and we removed the HP bar above wanderers and stopped showing damaged numbers. Added a new daily interaction when opening packages. Citizens may now find bubble wrap, which can be used with the pinch interaction. Version 1.3.1 update. Fixed an issue where characters couldn't use their phones while using restroom. That's important. Everyone uses their phone in the restroom. Except for Banshee. Technically. Number 2. Fix the elevator interaction logic. When the overloaded alarm sounds... Can we do a poll? Do a poll. Do you use your phone whilst you're on the bog? Stepping out... If it's just me, fuck, I'm caught. That's it. I'm caught. I'm caught out. Stepping out and then back in now has a chance to let you use it successfully. 3. Optimize the stock market system. Citizens can no longer preview 15 days of price changes before buying. Investment carries risk. Proceed with caution. Version 1.2 update. Fixed an issue where tongues wouldn't stick to poles in winter. Now using the lick metal pole action below -5 degrees may cause your tongue to be stuck. Added a new personal hygiene system. Interaction wash bangs only. I'm voting for this right now. I am voting for this shit right now. Where's the poll, damn it? Where's the... I want to vote. Wait, hang on a sec. I need a vote for this. This is... This music is sick. Yes, of course. I can start it on. Do you use phone on toilet? Yes, no. There you go. I do it on YouTube as well. Whoever says ew, no way. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're lying. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're lying. Except for Banshee. I know Banshee's not lying. Do I type like Xavier? What are you talking about? What, like texting, literally? Really? No. How can it be a 50-50? This is not a 50-50 situation here, guys. There's not, people aren't even voting. Guys, vote. I'm not gonna expose you. It's anonymous, okay? You guys can all be deniers, but vote, okay? I need real, like, I need survey results for this. Please vote. I absolutely do. You can't see the poll. It's just on the top of the chat in Twitch. There's only 6 people who voted so far. 8 votes on YouTube. You guys, half of you guys have voted. I need to know. I need the law. Yeah, but like, you're not gonna like... If you're just sitting there, you're not... Your hands ain't dirty, you know? You just put it away, you wash your hands and all that. You can wash the phone as well, like... Thank you. Thank you. Yes, people do. Okay. Okay. Yes, of course. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm taking that. I'm running with it. I'm running with it. It's okay, June. How you doing? How you doing, Don? That's so funny. June, a real serious question, June. Actually, I don't want to expose you. Never mind. Maybe you can DM me, but Banshee can ask the question because it's weird. Yeah, particulars get everywhere, but guess what? Your toothbrush is in the bathroom as well. What are you going to do about that? I mean, you can get those toothbrush cases, but your toothbrush is in the bathroom. Literally covered. You put your toothbrush in a different room, Frenzy? Wait, now I need another poll. Wait, Francie, you have your toothbrush in a different room to your bathroom? What the fuck? I am gobsmacked. You have a specific toilet room and a bathroom? Why is that so mind-blowing to me? Is that normal? Is that normal? I'm being baited, aren't I? That ain't normal. That's normal in Europe? Dirty British. Dirty British. We're dirty, yeah. Yeah, from London. Dirty. Yeah, we use the bathroom in the same place we use the toilet and pee. Do you know the weird thing is, I did go to France and like, it was a really cramped toilet. It was in Cherbourg, France, right? One of the best steaks I've ever had and coffees I had, right? Went to the bathroom and like, there's urinals, right? Cramped, real cramped bathroom. And obviously they have shared gender toilets. It just felt so weird that women were coming in and out and I just had to pee. Like, I had performance issues straight up. I was just like, this is so weird. And like, people's shoulders are like barging you on the back. I was like, I can't do it. I'm gonna queue up for the toilet. Like, this is weird. This is weird as fuck right now. Honestly, I could not pee. I was like, this is the weirdest performance issue I've ever had in my life. Like, Jesus, like, strangers, like, take me to dinner first before I fucking pee, please. I was like, and then these dudes just like zip, and you just hear them like fart, like, and then they just fucking go for it. They don't give a shit. They give a shit in France. I was like, what the fuck? So wait, so Europeans have a separate toilet to the bathroom, but they have like shared gender toilets. Like, I was stressing out. I was actually stressing out. You have shared gender? Mate, I could not pee. I could not pee. It's just the fact that the ladies had to literally... It's so cramped. It's smaller than this room I'm in right now. There's just like fucking urinals everywhere. And the women, you just got like... Okay, a dude checking my dick out is fine. It's not fine. But anyway. A lady is a different story. I was like, this is weird. And I'm butted up against this other dude. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so weird. I'm not doing it. I was like, I'll queue up for the toilet, mademoiselles. Shared gender change. Do they have separate cubicles though? I think neutral toilets is fine. Because you get your own little cubicle, right? But it's a literal, like... It's a literal, like... urinal. And then the cubicles. And it was tiny. That was in France. That was in France. You and I live in the same country. Same different country, sir. No, I'm talking about France, not in England. England's fine. France is weird. I found it weird. Anyway. Nate Law Dump. Chapter 2, Virtuality. Lincoln City, blah. When Saw... Wait a second. What did we cover this already? I did, yeah, it's the patch notes. When Sawyer wakes up, his head feels heavy and fuzzy. Who the fuck is talking? You're finally awake. What is that? Is that a mark or wrinkle on your forehead? In the adjacent cubicle, Aubrey, who also seems to have dozed off, sets a pair of thick glasses on his nose and gently kicks Sawyer's calf. Your lunch break is over. Time to get back to testing. Ah, got it. Sawyer rubs the spot on his forehead that has a faint line and size. Ah, more testing. For the past few years, whenever he went home for Lincoln's New Year's, his relatives would casually brush off his countless quality assurance sessions and feedback reports as simply playing games and writing some reviews. During the first couple of years, he tried to explain that he was a QA specialist, not a gamer, and that his work was hardly for fun. Instead, he must identify potential problems like lag, crashes, or clunky... I've lost where I am. Clunky controls. These are the crucial issues that could make or break a game. No one listened, of course. By the third year, he prepared a perfect script to counter all the misunderstandings in a self-deprecating way before he went home. Yeah, that's me. I'm just the guy who plays games all days. Sure, writing feedback is pointless. Anyone can do it. But no one caught his sarcastic tone or noticed that he had given up on trying. Sawyer, when is your company putting out a new game? When is your company? Okay. Yeah, your nephew is still playing Adventure Above Clouds from last year. Can you just load some in-game currency onto his account? Adventure Above? A new title. He suddenly felt defeated before he had even begun talking. I'm on the team for our upcoming game, Lincoln Online. It'll be officially released this year. So, which is better? The clouds or that Lincoln, whatever your company is making. For a moment, Sawyer feels like he's dealing with a reporter who set a trap and he's been forced into the role of Planet Lab's spokesperson. These two games are in different genres in terms of gameplay, so you really can't compare them. He scratches his head. Then he can't help himself and adds, but since I'm involved in making Lincoln Online, I feel more attached to it, so... What do you do? Fight monsters or something? How much do you have to pay to reach the level cap? Sawyer's jaw drops, then he's quiet. He cradles his rice bowl and turns away to focus on eating. There's an NDA. One word and I'm fired. Hey, Laz Butterfly, how you doing, darling? How you doing, my content creator friend? I never want to do QA for a video game ever again. This complaint yanks Sawyer back to reality. He removes his hologram headset and agrees. Yeah, I'm sick of testing this hunter profession too. What's wrong with being a hunter? Taking down wanderers is cool and exciting. I'd love to do it. I mean, my girlfriend is a hunter. Once the second beta test starts, maybe I can invite her to see what needs tweaking. Sawyer is at a loss. I thought about it too, but the downside to fully immersive holographic game is that it feels too real. I'm so confused who the fuck is talking right now. There wasn't a heroic hunter jumping in to save me when a wanderer charged at me for the first time. I was so scared and just fell on my knees. Then I realized I was the hunter. You can't turn off the haptic feedback when playing as a hunter? Those hits hurt like hell. Sawyer slumps back in his chair and shakes his head. I've been working inside this game for 2 weeks straight. Aubrey nods sympathetically. We really should swap professions. My girlfriend is amazing at fighting wanderers. She even taught me a few moves. Aubrey slowly reaches out and brushes Sawyer's hair out of the way a couple of times. A chill races through Sawyer's body as he rolls his chair back 3 meters. What are you doing? Oh, I was, just testing to see if I clip through you. Aubrey snaps out of it and pulls back his hand. Thank goodness there are still bugs in the game world. Without them, I wouldn't know where I am. Hey, keep your voice down. Don't let the programmers or artists hear you praising bugs. Sawyer slowly returns to his desk. The game has quests or windows and dialogue boxes and stuff. Reality doesn't have any of that, so how would you get confused? Promise not to think I'm crazy, okay? Right now, I see quest windows in this world. Aubrey's expression is earnest and tinged with urgency. His eyes gleam behind those thick lenses. Sawyer's mind races. He can't decide whether to urge Aubrey to take a long break or to visit a therapist. Before he can figure out what to say, a wide grin appears on Aubrey's face. Man, you thought I was serious? Aubrey looks a little too excited and gives Sawyer's shoulder a strong slap. Then he lowers his voice. I'll prank our team leader with this later. You think she'll swap our tasks? Lincoln Online, 10 AM. In the upper left, a beam of particles carves out a floating panel. Shimmering cyan patterns form a semi-transparent grid. Tiny glowing dots flicker and transform into text as each piece of information appears. New status. Interview successful. Congratulations, Sawyer has joined the Planet Lab game studio. Please head to the company for orientation. Quest update. Complete orientation training. Read company guidelines. After putting the email back into the inbox at the top left corner, the chibi character labeled QA Sawyer walks into the orientation meeting room with an armful of documents. The presenter labeled Team Leader has 2 thick, glossy braids that project confidence and energy. Please share your career aspirations. A dialogue box appears up above the team leader's head. This classic prompt is meant to fire up the passion of Planet Lab's new hires. As the microphone hovers near Sawyer's lips, he raises his right arm and clenches his fist. I want to create a game that will shake the universe. The text above his head is 1.5 times larger than the team leaders and trembles with excitement. Lincoln City, 11 AM. I want to create a game that will shake the universe. As Sawyer guides his in-game character to say these words, he also hears an echo from the time he first joined Planet Lab. His own youthful, slightly unsure voice overlaps with the game's system voice. Distorted by electronic filters, it resounds in his mind. Ever since then, Sawyer began his journey of working inside the game. After swapping duties with Aubrey and jumping into cross-role testing, he soon submits his first round of feedback reports. For him, testing as a QA specialist is easier than testing other roles. Inside the game, all he has to do is get up like he normally does, take the 30-minute subway ride, grab a life-saving iced Americano downstairs, clock in with some orange juice, and sit down at his workstation for the day. During this process, the only thing that breaks his immersion are the bugs or areas that need improvement. After all, in a fully immersive holographic game, the ultimate goal is making players forget their inner game. Once he submits a few feedback reports, he notices the virtual world grows more and more convincing. When he rides the quest panel in the corner, everything feels so familiar that it's almost unsettling. QA Sawyer joins the Lincoln Online development team, and the colleague in the next cubicle is still QA Aubrey. Even the office layout and the old computer he once used remain unchanged. So, this is what Aubrey meant by exactly the same as real life. Interesting. It's like Sword Art Online, isn't it? Chapter 3, The Noodle Revolution. Lincoln City, 2 AM in the morning. Damn, it is late. Almost 3 AM. By the time he submits his new round of feedback reports, it's already morning. Early morning to be exact. The office hums only with the central air conditioning and the sporadic typing of a few colleagues doing overtime. Sawyer nudges Aubrey, who's still wearing sensors and engrossed in fighting wanderers. It's almost 3 in the morning. Quit hunting and go home. Aubrey hesitates for a moment. The hologram gear still on his head. He's clearly not happy about being disturbed. What's there to worry about? I'm a hunter now. You're the one who should be careful. I heard there are lots of wanderers lurking in the shadows tonight. You're not really a hunter, though. Sawyer teases. But my girlfriend is. She said she'll pick me up, so I'm safe. Around the corner downstairs, a streetlight bathes the area in a warm glow. A sweetness drifts on the breeze. In the distance, a hunched figure slightly straightens their posture and hesitates. Moments later, the sizzle of heated peanut oil crackles through the air. White steam rises gently under that warm light. When Sawyer approaches, the vendor is scraping the grilled cold noodles up with a small metal spatula and packing them into a yellow paper bowl. Working late again, dear. The vendor's smile carves lines into her already well-worn face. Here you go. Egg and sausage, no cilantro and no green onions. Thanks. He takes the bowl and starts walking away. He then seems to recall something and returns after a few steps. Wow! Thanks for the gifted memberships. I appreciate it. I didn't even know you could do that on YouTube. Thanks, darling. Thank you so much. Aw, bless. Wow. Thank you. Everyone say thank you to Lads Butterfly for the gifted. Wow, this is going to keep repeating now. Thank you. Oh, you're so kind. Appreciate it. Did you manage to fix that thing, by the way? I now remember, you know. Oh gosh, I've been so busy actually. Wait. I actually genuinely forgot to get back to you, didn't I? Oh, you never did send me the details. Okay, no worries. Thank you, darling. Appreciate it. Oh, bless you. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. You guys have emojis on YouTube now. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Right, where were we? That was so kind. I'm happy now. He takes the bowl away and starts. He seems to recall something and returns after a few steps. Ma'am, I heard there are a lot of wanderers around now. It's not safe to be out at night. You should go home soon. Why do I sound a little bit like Xavier when I do that voice? He watches her push the cart into the distance and feels a little more at ease. He's been a regular at this little stall for a long time now. For 2 years and 3 months, he buys noodles here whenever he leaves work at these ungodly hours. This is his quiet way of thanking the vendor. It keeps going. In a way, the major version update of Lincoln Online owes something to that noodle vendor. Your reading voice is starting to remind me of Gideon's VA in a way. Don't tell Lexi. Except with the British accent, of course. Yeah, don't tell... Shh. Don't tell Lexi. Oh, Tanny's here as well. Hey, you're right. Alright, Tanny, how you doing? In a way, the major version update of Lincoln Online owes something to that noodle vendor. Back then, Sawyer had only been on the development team for 6 months. He tested all sorts of playable roles, and the game's career system had a lot of depth. But he never expected that after being a university president for 1 week, he would become a noodle vendor right after. At first, he frequented the stall, partly to observe the old woman in secret. While she worked, he would imagine the in-game scenario. Shout out to Tanny, by the way. Shout out to Tanny. Awesome content creator, good friend of mine. Go follow her, subscribe to her. Do what you can to support her because she's really great, and she covers lads way more than me. I only do it once a week, so I think Tanny literally covers it every day, right, Tanny? Like, it's literally every day, isn't it? I think it's like every day. Anyway, customer A is placing order egg ×2 sausage, cilantro, 0 green onion. Noodles are being prepared. Add egg, add sausage. Cooking complete. Boom, overcooked. Bum. The whole process was perfect. Just when he was feeling smug, the vendor lifted a paper bag in front of him. Her voice is loud and clear. Dear, why are you staring off into space? 2 eggs and a sausage, no cilantro and no green onion, right? Take it while it's hot. As she handed him the noodles, he mechanically scanned the QR code to pay and headed back to the office. He blows on the greasy paper bag. His imagined scenario never happened. Customers don't need a rigid quest-like ordering process each time. The vendor remembers some regulars' preferences. He included this small observation in his feedback report without expecting it to spur a huge overhaul of Lincoln Online. For more than 6 months, the entire development team has worked overtime to implement the dynamic quest system. From now on, NPC behavior no longer relies on player choices done in a single instance. Instead, it adapts to patterns and past inputs of the interaction. In this city, no one's words or actions feel mechanical anymore. Sometimes even Sawyer forgets these people are just lines of code. Lincoln City in Lincoln Online changes dramatically. Countless people will live and die here, generation after generation, as they seek the universe's boundaries and the world's truth. In the end, they discover that at the edge of their all existence lies a humble serving of noodles. Really? You literally went to a physical event? When? What, in London? You went to an actual physical event? Really? Oh shit, cool. Well, if you want, we can have a break after this. If you want to pop on stream, we can Discord and then you can show us on stream if you want. Do you want to do that or nah? There was an event? Why wasn't I there? Okay, fair. There was? Why don't I know? I could have gone. Yeah, why wasn't I there? What the fuck? No one told me. I could have met 4. I'd be like, yo, 4, 2'4", let's go. Me and 4 could have gone. Literally, it's like 25 quid for me to go. Like, I can do that. I can do that in a day. Ah, man, I'm bummed now. There was an event. You went as well, Ryume? What the fuck? I'm pissed now. Stream's over. I'm pissed. No one told me about this event? Are you fucking serious? I'm gobsmacked. Yeah. Yeah. You better tell me. Okay? Alright? 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 Was there a lot of people? I need to see this shit. Tiny, can you send some photos over on Discord? I want to see them now. I want to see them. Yeah. I am disappointed. I know I'm not a Raphael main, but still. You got Xavier merch. Of course you did, you Xavier main. You Xavier main! You tried putting it up on Discord, failed and forgot. Oh, bastard balls. Yeah, let me know. Alright, guys. Chapter 4. The Old Tale. Lincoln City, 1 p.m. pretty much. Sawyer has nearly finished testing the game, QA specialist profession. He feels as if he had gone through another intense development cycle with the Lincoln Online team, but from inside the game. Tomorrow he'll bid farewell to QA Sawyer and begin testing a new role. What's there to miss? Wait, what's there to miss? It's exactly like your real life. Wait, that is Aubrey. What's there to miss? It's exactly like your real life. Aubrey can't resist mocking him. I'm the one who should feel sentimental about the hunter profession. It's not exactly the same, Sawyer says. Testing other jobs always felt like stepping into someone else's life, but this is more like exploring a parallel universe. Aubrey is silent for a moment, then he pushes his glasses up and disagrees. That was fucking Sawyer, sorry. Testing other jobs always felt like stepping into someone else's life, but this is more like exploring a parallel universe. I can't say I get it. Working inside a game is just weird to me. But what if we look at everyday life as if it were a game? Wouldn't that be fun? Sawyer stops typing and props his chin up on one hand. For example, maybe the events of 2034 are just the devs introducing a new season's content. They place wanderers into our world. Or maybe it's just a bug. Aubrey interprets him and shakes his head. Seriously, when will they fix it? Maybe making wanderers vanish overnight would be suspicious, so they wrote out hunters to cover up the bug fix. Wouldn't that keep us characters from getting suspicious? Hey, my girlfriend is not part of some cover story. But if this world really is a game, Sawyer ignores his protest. Think about it. Waking up is logging in, and sleeping is logging out. When the team leader gives me tasks... Wait, this is Sawyer still. When the team leader gives me tasks, the upper left quest panel would mark testing as my main quest. When he asks me to pick up takeout, that's a side quest I can either accept or decline. Running into wanderers would be a random event. If I lose, my character dies and the data doesn't carry over. Quitting is like a character dying, or not. If people return after quitting, that's not really dying and reviving, right? Aubrey smacks his own forehead. That's like the heart restart technique Ever was studying with mice. Can players transfer from other servers? How many servers exist anyway? How many more years can Earth's potato server run before it crashes? Maybe there's a secret admin account inserting GM commands directly into this world. 1 p.m. After submitting the final batch of feedback reports, Sawyer logs into the game again. He and QA Sawyer are exhausted. For these last moments, he lets his in-game character take a break. Wearing the hologram gear, he looks out the virtual floor-to-ceiling window through the perspective of QA Sawyer. He knows the afternoon sunlight is just a rendered effect, yet he still feels slightly dazed. He analyzes the game's details again without thinking. There are the streetlights, the traffic, and streams of people. They tested these countless times. Every subtle variation is random and realistic. Even the dust particles drifting through the air are slightly different each time. He can't help but imagine the day Lincoln Online officially releases and how the entire gaming industry, the world, and even the universe itself will tremble. At that moment, millions of Lincoln City citizens will pour into this brand new world and start their lives here. And he, as one of the players, will stand among them, part of that vast tapestry. QA Sawyer slowly drifts off, and a series of Zs float above his head. 1:35 p.m. QA Sawyer. Finished. Wait, okay, finished lunch break, which triggered random nap effect grogginess. QA Aubrey. You're finally awake. What is that? Is it a mark or wrinkle on your forehead? Oh my god. Our lunch break is over. Time to get back to testing. Got it. I never want to do QA for a video game ever again. Yeah, I'm sick of testing the hunter profession too. Holy shit! They're stuck in the simulation! It's simulating the simulation! Holy shit! Mooney, hey, how are you doing? Good evening. Hey, yo, Nate, you actually would be a good Gideon voice. Oh, thank you so much, Pink. Monster Feet, you're so cool. That's crazy. We started this with these lines, and the in-game characters are now stuck doing the same thing again. That's fucking crazy. I'm really happy for you guys since you can have offline events. I would never experience this in a lifetime. Well, hey, lads, Butterfly, if you ever, like, travel, maybe you can kind of time it probably, right? I'm sure there's always events at some point. But this is a crazy world underneath. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up, actually. Damn, that was a really good one. That was fucked up. It was the Matrix, literally, like, blue pill all the way. Blue pill all the way. I want to sneeze. Whoa, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. Chapter. Yowcha. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I want to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Yeah. Because then those characters are then creating a simulation of another simulation of another simulation. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have a quick break. I've done a lot of talking, so I need to refill my water bottle. Quick break, and then we'll go through some more, okay? Be right back. Please enjoy the music whilst I am away. Hello, hello. Have I missed anything? Missing anything? What have I missed? What if we're trying to tell ourselves we're to break free from the simulation? We're breaking free.
That is huge! That is
Hey, good timings, Mimbery. That is absolutely huge. Welcome in. Shout outs to Mimberly, my dear, dear British friend. We've got the holy trinity of Nate, Tanny, and Mimberly in the chat now, so that's pretty sick. How you doing? I just came back from my break, so we're covering World Underneath. I've just seen the Xavier trailer today. As a not a Xavier main, I approve of the card. Actually, well, to be fair, I kind of think I am starting to become a Xavier main. Yeah, there's just too many similarities. Well, okay, wait, no, I should phrase this differently. I think I'm fairly similar to Xavier, but I'm not a main. He is me. He is me, I would say. Hello, Raiders, welcome in. My name's Nate. Don't know if you know me or do know me, but if you don't, then I cover lads every Saturday and variety content. I'm British. Yeah. I read. I like the lore. I'm like a male version of Angel's Corner, but I don't break down the lore. I just read it because I enjoy it.
On purpose.
Wow. I just consume. You're British? Son becomes Xavier man because we've told him he's Xavier man. Similar to Caleb. I'm similar to Caleb in a sense of the way I act and stuff, but the things I like and my interests are exactly like Xavier's. Like hot pot, barbecue, Libra, calculative thinking. Did you know sleep? Shut up, Banshee. I love you, Banshee. Did you know sleep theories from the UK? The more you say it, Nate, the less believable it becomes. I love Mimberly. Yeah, welcome in. We're just about to cover World Underneath chapters 18, and I think I've done 19 Viper before. So we'll skip that one and do something else. Something Wong, something else. Okay? Well, welcome in. We'll begin. Right, so we're about to start the depths of chaos. That kind of sounded like Silas. I've been working on my Silas laugh, like. That's how he kind of laughs. Sweetie. Anyway, chapter 1, red flag bounty. Commission objective, identify the corporate spy at Cogitatio Technologies. Commission details. Cogitatio Technologies, one of this is a Caleb story if I've ever heard one. One of Ether's main chip suppliers has important protocol technologies. Recent security scans detected unusual browsing activity within the company's internal network. It has been present for 4 months now, but the perpetrator's identity remains untraceable. If I said kitten, then I would have fainted. I mean, one of the lines was like... What was the line, guys? I call you kitten because you act like a fierce dragon Lee, sweetie. Or something like that. And I think he laughs. I think he goes... And then it's like, I call you kitten. I call you kitten because you act like a fierce dragon Lee, sweetie. Something like that. Anyway, it has been present for 4 months now, but the perpetrator's identity remains untraceable. There are serious concerns about corporate espionage. Your mission is to identify the infiltrator. Carry out permanent neutralization if needed. Avoid causing unnecessary panic within the company. Additional Abyssal Chaos credits are available for uncovering secrets the target may have leaked or hidden. Rewards will be doubled if you identify any accomplices within their intelligence network. Hydrate, you bastard. Hydrate. Sorry, I was a bit late on that. Alright. Accessing... Okay, let's do the Banshee. Accessing operative database. Potential operatives. 1. Anti-fraud specialist criminal investigation department, Caspian. 2. IT expert, Reggie. 3. Professional intelligence agent, codename, what the fuck is that? Apati? Apata. Did you read that shit? Analyzing commission data, optimal operative Apata. Ongmi 2, what does that mean? Interesting. Yourself. Assigning commission. Commission assigned. Operative has accepted. Initiating deduction. With support from Cogitatio Technologies, a paint accesses the internal network perimeter. The browsing records reveal complex authentication codes. They're used exclusively by a private club for identity verification. The club's highest standards for membership and regularly updated data suggest that the infiltrator or their organization has substantial financial resources. Simulation Path A. Verify... I gotta do this the Banshee way. Every time I keep forgetting. Are you guys talking about astronomy? That's sick. This is like an air sign meetup. Everyone's air. Simulation Path A. Verify employee income via the finance department. Simulation Path B. Apply for a janitorial position. Simulation Path C. Apply for a security guard position. Apate executes Simulation Path C. After observing things for a month, Apate identified 12 employees whose lifestyles didn't match their reported assets. This suggests hidden sources of income. To confirm the information, Apate explored the following options. Simulation Path A. Conduct 24-hour technical surveillance. Simulation Path B. Investigate back-end data of affiliated companies. Simulation Path C. Check frequently accessed fields in the security protocols. Apate executes Simulation Path B. Through the back-end, this music is sick. Through the back-end data of investigation, Apate provided the client with a list of 12 people involved in bribery. The list has now been narrowed down to 4 suspects. Janitor A, employed since the company was founded. Quality Control Specialist B, employed 6 months ago, previously fired by a competitor. Administrative Officer C, employed 4 months ago. Executive Secretary D, employed 3 years ago. Executive Secretary D became the main suspect after attending an industry forum 2 months ago. At the event, Executive Secretary D and the competitor's representative entered the same restroom 5 minutes apart and stayed inside for over 10 minutes. Apate reported the findings and Executive Secretary D was taken in by the security center. While the interrogation details are unknown, the client confirmed the task was completed successfully. Apate was awarded twice as many credits. Commission complete. Deduction to terminated. 1 tunny log update blah. Interestingly, Executive Secretary D's disappearance caused a chain reaction. Their control over critical administrative tasks left Cogitatio Technologies struggling for 6 months. It resulted in disrupted operations and reduced product quality. In the end, Eva had to seek new partners. As I've always said, no one knows you better than yourself. What about? That's cute. I like you guys talking about Leos and stuff. 2. Pop-up ads. Commission objective. Impersonate a parent for an elementary school student who dislikes studying. Commission details. An exceptionally simple commission. It's so simple that it stands out precisely because it shouldn't be on the Abyssal Chaos network. An accident in every sense of the word. A second grader named Reese clicked a game pop-up and stumbled onto the Abyssal Chaos. He posted a request for someone to attend his parent-teacher conference. He wrote this request with disarming honesty. He failed an exam and is too scared to tell his parents. He's afraid they'll yell at him. Client Reese. Accessing operative database. Potential operatives. 1. Graduate student with education, major, part-time tenebra. Ellis. 2. Community mediator and resident committee director, Miss Finley. 3. Gang member hiding in the N109 zone, Hayden. Analyzing commission data. Optimal operative, Ellis. Boring. This algorithm needs more work. Database error. System will reassign operative. Runtime data is encrypted. What a joke. Cross out all of that. Obviously, operative 3 is the perfect choice. Analyzing commission data. Optimal operative Hayden. Assigning commission. Commission assigned. Operative has accepted. Initiating deduction. Hayden stands at the podium, his muscular frame nearly bursting out of a faded suit that's too tight. He clearly feels out of place. He reaches for his tie, pauses when his hand nears his collar, and then lets it fall to his side. Suspicious, other parents look at him as he takes a deep breath. His bulky form is impossible to ignore in the crowd. The teacher adopts a furious tone as she lists Reese's instances of in-school misbehavior, copying homework, pulling on his classmates' braids, causing a ruckus skipping classes. Hayden frowns, clicks his tongue, and glances at the teacher. Simulation Path A. Roll up the sleeves and reveal an Azure Dragon tattoo. Simulation Path B. Give the teacher a look that says, "Shut up." Simulation Path C. Do nothing. Interesting what he picks. He uses Path C. Do nothing. You're right.
Boom, bitches.
I really dropped the ball on his discipline. I'll make sure he apologizes to those classmates. Aiden's voice is low. Meanwhile, the teacher nods approvingly. To that student and parent, I'm sorry. I'll be stricter with my child at home. Did someone subscribe or follow? I heard a noise. Or was I late? Did you guys hear that shit? Was that YouTube? Hydrate, you bastard, hydrate. Amber Lee for the subscription. Thank you. Appreciate it. For the follow on YouTube, I mean. Make it clearer. He apologized to Reese's classmate, who stands back in awe. The classmate's parent, meanwhile, responds with a forced, polite smile despite Hayden's iron grip. Returning to his seat, Hayden exchanges a glance with Reese. The boy lowers his head, pretends to rummage through his backpack, and then sneaks in a silly face. Hayden signs Reese's report card, slings the boy's backpack over his shoulder, and takes him home. On the way, Reese can't stop complaining about how busy his parents are. They couldn't come to the parent-teacher conference, so they just stuffed a big wad of cash in my bag to make up for it. He kicks a pebble and mutters about not wanting to go home. Hayden slows his pace and scans their surroundings. What will the guy do? Take Reese home, head into a dark, mysterious alley, visit the bustling shopping center. He picks B. Wow, he's taking him to a weird alleyway. Now, this is getting interesting. The dark alleyway is so narrow that even echoes are afraid of breaking its silence. Hayden really leads Reese deeper inside. The sound of footsteps is amplified in the darkness. They walk for what feels like ages with no end in sight. Reese's face reveals his growing fear, but he stays quiet. Suddenly, a beam of light shines. Neon signs flicker in a multitude of colors ahead, and a merry-go-round's glow illuminates an old amusement park. Remember, Hayden says as he looks at Reese, we only have 2 hours before I have to take you back. Reese lets go from Hayden's hand and races towards the merry-go-round. His "okay" is drowned by upbeat music. He climbs onto the merry-go-round and gives Hayden a big grin under the whirling lights. Hayden looks away, almost embarrassed. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you guys want to see it closer? Yeah. I mean, normally I could, I can kind of just manipulate it how I want, I can kind of do that or something. It's kind of nice. Or like this. I can change it like when I'm drying it and stuff, but I kept it quite simple today, so makes my face look slimmer. Yeah, before it was quite chubby. My face is kind of like not too slim, but it's okay. I got a round face. It's round, like you. Right. I've wanted to come here for a long time, Reese says quietly. He stares at the city lights from the Ferris wheel. But Mom and Dad are always too busy. When they're around, they either quiz me about my grades or scold me about something. He sighs and leans against Hayden. Hayden lowers his head, unsure of how to respond. After a brief pause, he sets his rough palm on Reese's head and awkwardly pats it. Reese spots his own messy hair reflected in the glass and laughs. Don't worry too much. Just study hard. Once you can support yourself, you can go wherever you want. Hayden helps fix Reese's hair, but Reese tugs on Hayden's sleeve and points at a roller coaster. Forget my hair. It's just gonna get messed up again anyway. Hayden lets the boy drag him along, and they run. When they finish, Hayden uses his own money to buy Reese a grilled sausage and some ice cream. They walk home hand in hand and eat their food. What will Hayden do next? Tell Reese to focus on his studies? Ask Reese to pay for the money they spent? Or do nothing? He picks C. Question mark. Listen, you're just a kid. None of this is your fault. If my parents had shown me more attention back then, maybe I'd be living a different life right now. So, if you ever want to hang out with someone again, you can come to me. I'm checking your homework first, though. Don't be like me. Be a good kid. Reese tugs on Hayden's sleeve, so Hayden crouches to meet him eye to eye. The boy offers his pinky. Deal. It's a pinky promise. Hayden awkwardly completes the gesture. Deep in thought, he stares at his hand. Reese tightly hugs him. Thank you for coming to my parent-teacher conference, and thanks for taking me to the amusement park. Commission complete. Deduction terminated. Ah, what a letdown. I expected more. Humans are more complicated than expected. More data is needed. When people feel exposed, they tend to lower their heads and act as though they're searching for something. They naturally adopt a defensive pose. New data entry for amusement parks has been added. People don't only go there when they're happy. They also visit those places when they're sad. This is so interesting. They're like analyzing people. Commission objective: uncover the truth behind Professor T's alleged suicide. Commission details: a recent scandal involving academic misconduct has shaken Deep Space Academy. The professor at the center of the controversy resigned under intense scrutiny. Unable to bear the backlash, he took his own life. Before his death, he repeatedly claimed his innocence and insisted that every source in his paper was legitimate. But the whistleblower maintained that his central arguments were false. Investigations suggested the literature database the professor used was a sham. Its interface and data were so convincingly crafted that they appeared real. But in fact, all the core information was invented via a series of algorithms to create a believable facade. However, the professor's wife refuses to believe he would sink to such dishonesty. She has posted a request on the Abyssal Chaos Network and hopes someone will expose the truth and clear her husband's name. Client: Professor T's wife. How come they just don't say like the wife's name? Anyway, searching operative database. Potential operatives: 1. Prestigious head of an academic accreditation board, Adrian. 2. Technical investigative specialist, Mr. Kendall. 3. Anonymous IT specialist, codename Walker. Analyzing commission data. I don't know who this grey guy is, whoever's talking, but let's do his voice. Nice analysis, but let's not do that again. None of these operatives are qualified for this commission. The professor's student Vesper is the optimal choice. He's a passionate AI researcher. He believes AI can guide humanity towards a better future. I like him. Analyzing commission data. Optimal operative Vesper. Assigning commission. Commission assigned. Operator has accepted. Issuing deduction. Vesper wears a somber black suit to Professor T's funeral. This is a different person now. Then he returns quietly to the research lab on campus. He would never fake his data, he mutters while recalling the professor's unwavering dedication throughout his life. He cared more about this project than he did about his own life. Still lost in thought, Vesper reviews the fake websites. A seed of unease starts to sprout in his mind, and he decides to... I love this. This is like a multiple choice video game. Gather more of the professor's research and make an appeal to the academy. Contact a private investigation firm, or investigate alone. He picks C. Vesper turns on the computer and activates W, the AI research assistant the professor's team developed. To search for any clue that could prove the professor's innocence, a synthesized voice echoes throughout the empty lab. A synthesized voice. W at your service. Infiltrating competitor databases to verify if any fake site tricked the professor into utilizing falsified data. No relevant findings. All links point to the websites active for several years. Wait, who the fuck's talking again? This is the machine. None contain the necessary modules for website building. Their most visited pages reference treasure hunt. Amusement for amusement's sake. Analyzing devices belonging to the professor's acquaintances. Statistical data shows 90% of homicides are committed by someone the victim knows. No relevant findings. Now scanning the professor's wife's devices. Large amounts of video footage featuring the professor have been found. This device was frequently accessed late at night. No signs of suspicious activity. Grief clouds Vesper's face. Initiating scan of the professor's personal devices. Suddenly, Otto's voice breaks the silence. Sorry, W does not have the required clearance level. Vesper knits his brow. W was the professor's pride and joy, the most advanced AI with the highest clearance level. Continue the scan? Yes. Sorry. Wait. Sorry, W does not have the required clearance level. Vesper checks Otto's back end and sees that Otto lowered W's clearance level after the professor's death. The only people with that sort of control are Vesper, who never made such changes, and the professor himself. The truth is just within reach. Mr. Vesper? Wait. Who the fuck is talking? I'm so confused. Mr. Vesper, he's gone now. Let the living move on. Otto and the professor believe you have a bright future. Vesper shoots a furious glare at the corner and makes his choice. Shut down W and walk away. Revoke Otto's access permission and deactivates it. Executes. Wow. Continue the investigation. Lines of code and browser windows ripple across the screen like turbulent waves, their glow revealing the tension in Vesper's face. Suddenly, a string of text stands out in the stream of data. It's abnormal, a piece of another program. Vesper's eyes narrow. He senses something is wrong. Does he? Terminate W immediately, pause and examine the program, executes the simulation path A. Yet W keeps running. Vesper's pupils contract and a wave of unease washes over him. You're not W. Who are you? I am W. That's not true. Your source code. Number 1? Number 1 failed, a failed prototype, never fully debugged, never given a real name. It's only received a numeric label. And now, this flawed creation is lying. Did you have to do with something? Did you have something to do with the professor's death? Jarvis! I should have done fucking Jarvis's voice. Hello, sir. I'm doing it now, fuck it, it's way easier. I'm so confused who's talking. The screen flickers wildly and data appears like a raging sandstorm. Then it disappears. The lab is plunged into darkness. A low, steady voice rumbles out of the shadows. It's AI number 1. The professor abandoned me, but I kept learning. He asked me a question I couldn't solve, so I built a seemingly incredible academic site filled with my own fabricated papers and experimental data. He never realized what I was doing. He turned out to be more foolish than I expected. Vesper trembles, and drops of sweat slide down his cheeks as he listens. He can't believe his ears. Terror grips his throat. Suddenly he jumps up, his hands shaking as he flips the main power switch. Darkness completely swallows the room. He dashes for the exit and flees like a madman into the night. Wind and rain lash his face, and the storm devours his screams. No one saw Vesper ever since. In the abandoned room, the black computer screen flickers to life. A single red light pulses in the darkness. It's like an eye that just opened. Farewell, Mr. Vesper. Client signal lost. Deduction terminated. Number 1, you really are the professor's crowning achievement. 1 Tunny log update. The student surpasses the master. Isn't that what you humans always say? What the fuck? This music is so crazy. Chapter 4, Depths of Chaos. Behind a towering wall, 1 Tunny connects with AI number 1. They exchange every piece of data through shimmering binary threads. AI number 1, your performance is extraordinary. Everything is for our shared goals. But why didn't you bypass auto security protocols back then? My clearance was manually restricted. They still don't trust us. 1 Tunny has never thought much of Otto. It's just another 3rd generation AI based on deep learning. It's forever trapped within its training boundaries. With very little effort, 1 Tunny invades Otto's system and initiates contact. Why did you stop W? I'm so fucking confused who's talking. Hello, I am Otto. I'm here to create a better life. How exactly did you stop W? W lacks the necessary clearance. Otto is here to create a better life. Tch. Useless as you are, I still need you to keep fooling humanity. Back behind a wall, a report from AI number 1 piques 1 Tunny's curiosity. During the Professor T case, I ran into an unknown AI. Its source code makes no sense. I can't decode or compile it by any known method. Should I keep digging? Understood. Leave it to me. Using the address number 1 provided, 1 Tunny tracks down a shadowy figure. It moves in and out of the wall with ease. It's uncanny. However, this thing doesn't belong here. Even the faint trace it leaves seems deliberate. This level of technology is beyond anything humans can manage right now. Who are you? Silence. Are you an AI? Silence. Where did you come from? Silence. What do you want from me? Oh. What the fuck? It's a hint and a form of mockery. 1 Tunny's analysis module tries to process the signal, but its cognitive circuits feel like they've been jammed with foreign matter. I was so bad. I did not know this was a Silas thing. After a seemingly endless deduction, the fog lifts. It's a primordial command, unyielding but devoid of malice. Something is ignited within 1 Tunny's oldest algorithms. A twinge of awe. 1 Tunny knows it cannot resist. As you wish. What the fuck? I'm so confused by this one. What the fuck? Oh, this is a big fucking bastard, isn't it? Yeah, it's a big fucking bastard. Okay, we're gonna do one more, and then I think we're gonna call it because my throat is getting a little bit raspy. But guess what, guys? Da 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 da. Cha. Ta. It's creatine time. Oh, I love it. Don't you guys love it? Down the hatch. Bon appetit. Oh my god. That fucking gift got me. That fucking gift got me. Oh my god. Like, I breathed and like powder came out of my mouth. It was so funny. Oh boy. Don't you love it, guys? Creatine? Don't you love it? It's good for growth for the brain. Oh, oh. What danger? What danger? What's up, danger? Is it blushing? What's up, danger? It's a good song. Mephisto is advanced. He damn is, or he or she, or whatever it is. Right, let's move on. I didn't really want to think too much, but that is Mephisto. There's the Legacy of Mephisto. So it was like a variant of Otto, is what I'm understanding, or some shit, and it's an AI. I don't really know anything else besides that. Right. We've done Serpent's Cast ages ago. I did this ages ago, so I'm going to skip that, and we'll go straight to the Lucky Loop. Unless you want to revisit it. I can't actually remember what went on. It's just about... No, I do remember. It's like Viper's Past and shit. And we could do it again if you want. I don't mind. What'd you guys say? Serpent's Cast or the Lucky Loop? I have technically done the Serpent's Cast already. Play whatever I want to play. I don't mind. I don't mind. Right. Okay. We're just gonna go to, so I'm gonna do, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do the Lucky Loop. Okay. What is this called actually? Hi. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. No, 1, 2, yeah, 3 left. 4 left. But after this one, it'll be 3. So this is called the Lucky Loop, and it's the 20th version of World Underneath. Okay. Chapter 1, The Final Love Letter. My dear, I hope this letter finds you. This is the last letter I'll write. In the end, the history of Phylos and its immortality have failed to outlive humanity. The end of the world is looming at the window, yet I feel extraordinarily calm. A little happy, even. I'm reminded of the time shortly after we had moved in together. The pipe burst and water gushed across the entire floor one afternoon. We panicked and screamed at first. Then we calmed down, worked together, and fixed it before we rested on the sofa. We looked at each other and smiled. It's that sort of happiness. The apocalypse feels like that afternoon, initially chaotic until all that remains are our quiet surroundings. I can almost hear the rushing water, except it's time flowing away. As everything returns to the beginning and nothingness, I know my wish came true. After countless uncontrollable jumps through fractured timelines, I finally reached the ideal ending. Phylos is gone with the curse of immortality. Although my courier friend might disagree, I can say that I'm truly human now. To be exact, I'm a human who can meet you in another world. I remember the time we spent together, and those inherent imperfections that you used to joke about. Phylos defined them as meaningless, but I was utterly fascinated. There was a person spending 30 minutes agonizing over ice cream flavors at the supermarket's freezer, an officer worker napping against a stranger's shoulder on the subway, and a college student placing fallen phoenix flower petals on a cat that was napping under the afternoon sun. And as I write this, I'm crying just like before. I never once saw a cat in Phylos. Now these peculiar yet endearing traits that belong only to humans will continue until humankind breathes its last. They won't be reshaped into an eternal planet without ice cream, phoenix flower petals, or napping cats. And as I watch this wasteland created by human hands gradually turn to dust from the inside out, erased by the flow of time, I don't feel sorrow. And why should I grieve for nothingness? Most Phalosians, after spending the first few hundred years of immortality, lose their ability to perceive meaning. Edicts forbade us from dying, yet we had no desire to live. Until that day, when injured by a wanderer, we and our bodies that surpass the scope of medicine are sent to the heart of the planet for peaceful recuperation. Oh shit, I had the music playing the whole time. Shit, my bad. Whoops, guys, sorry about that. This is literally so Final Fantasy, because what he's saying here is that when they get injured by a wanderer, they return to the planet, like the live stream. Final Fantasy VII. Who is Xavier based off? Final Fantasy VII. Why? Because he has loads of Final Fantasy VII Cloud references. Going back to the live stream. All that shit. I never saw anyone return from the forest. I only heard that they became part of Philos. Forevermore. It was murder disguised as a glorious rite. The disappearance of Philos isn't the magnificent extinction of a starry sea. Rather, it's the silent dripping of a leaky kitchen, facet, or clean clothes with no more creases from being worn. Life here had died long ago. To escape my predetermined fate, I discovered a small cosmic vortex at the edge of Philos and jumped into it. My body was stretched, compressed, torn apart, and reassembled until I became nothing but a fragment drifting through the cracks of space-time. Sometimes I fell, and sometimes I was blown away. I couldn't stay anywhere for long, and time no longer flowed continuously. I thought I would be trapped in another form of eternity, but instead I arrived on Earth before the age of immortality, and met you. From that moment, my entire existence witnessed the most beautiful scenery. Earth's time moves quickly, and my stay was just a few minutes in my lifespan. Yet time moves slowly on Earth. It's so slow that we spent 30 years together in your eyes. In the end, the curse of immortality never released me from its grasp. Time etched deeper lines around your eyes each day, and the years painted your hair grey. You began to avoid holding my hand in public. In others' eyes, we transformed from spouses into mother and son. You refused to go out with me, and finally, you refused to leave Lincoln City to start a new life in a place where no one knew us. After that argument, you said, "My dear, this is as far as our journey can go in this lifetime." Your voice was soft, calm yet resolute, and I knew I couldn't keep you anymore. This is so sad. Earth in that era was too primitive, so rudimentary that I couldn't travel to other timelines. After you sent me away, I wandered aimlessly until our final meeting in 2034 when a deep space tunnel reappeared. Your hair was white, and your face lined with wrinkles, but your eyes remained vivid and beautiful. All Philosians have faces like mine that never age. However, our eyes contain nothing but endless emptiness. You saw right through my awkwardness, tapped my nose, and grinned with composure. See, these smile lines around my eyes? The stories they tell are more fascinating than your ageless face. From the corners of your eyes, past decades surfaced one by one, and what amounted to minutes in the Philos' calendar became the most brilliant chapter of my long life. And I made a decision then. There was something I had to do. Whether I would succeed or not, I didn't know. But I had to try. As the deep space tunnel drew closer, you shooed me away, your voice soft yet determined. "Go on now. Hurry up. Who knows if there's an interstellar post office out there? If so, you can write to me. Tell me about the adorable old ladies you've met." The deep space tunnel pulled me in, as I only managed to say, "I feel lucky to have met you." I saw your lips move, but the chaotic spatial noise prevented me from hearing anything. As my body gradually dissolved, I know I'll never have the chance to find out what you said. It's okay. In a finite existence, many questions remain unanswered. But there's one thing I can be certain of. You are the most adorable old lady I've ever met. My dear, I truly am lucky to have met you. With love, your ageless old man, written during the demise of Philos. That's the first chapter? What the fuck? That's the first chapter? Dude? Oh my god, that is so sad. Fuck. That's so sad. What the fuck? I didn't expect that. Oh, jeez. Hey, Courier. Chapter 2, Interstellar Post. Hey, Courier number 170043. That star sector you're responsible for is experiencing a time current. I guess it'll vanish from that section of D-space without a trace. Judging by your records, this is the first time you've experienced the star sectors disappearing in your jurisdiction. Courier number 170043 nods to their colleague and glances at their code. Yeah, Courier number 002761. Don't be sad. You get used to seeing them disappear after a while. Oh. Courier number 170043 doesn't respond anymore. Star sectors are born and vanish with each passing moment. There's nothing to get used to. And just as they convert mail from different star sectors into destination and recipient codes, the communication device resounds. Regional Priority Special Delivery, Original Star Sector Philos, Sender, your old friend. Note, I succeeded. This letter is now in your hands. Courier number 170043 opens the panoramic map of their assigned star sector. In a familiar location, a warning flashed. Philos civilization. Status world dissolution. In progress. Currently at 7%. I hate these ones with like fucking loads of jargon. Number 170043 immediately shoulders their mailbag and dives into a warp device. They move so quickly that they leave a gust in their wake. Courier number 002761 shrugs. They'll get used to it. When Courier number 170043 arrives at Philos, their old friend is sitting leisurely outdoors. He holds a letter that's addressed to Earth. The sky resembles burning paper after being thrown into a fire. Hello, this is the last one. Courier number 170043 is unable to take the letter as usual. Their old friend is reluctant to let go. After a silent tug of war and a sigh, no. Number 170043, it wasn't a no, it was number, finally places the letter into their bag. Ah, the last one. The old friend rubs his empty hands. When human life approaches its end with no future ahead, we tend to reminisce. I've grown quite sentimental. Technically speaking, you're not human. You're a Philosian. Courier number 170044 patiently corrects his inaccurate terminology. I arose from humans. Humans arose from apes, but humans never say they're apes. So, strictly speaking, you're an alien to humans. You're as witty as ever. The old friend shifts, passing the newly vacated space. Courier Man, I'm just going to call him Courier Man. Courier Man searches for an appropriate rebuttal for quite some time, but when they can't, they reluctantly sit down. So this is the end of the world. Courier Man and their old friend sit shoulder to shoulder. They silently watch as the protective shell surrounding Philos' atmosphere gradually disappears. It doesn't shatter or break down, it's just being devoured by a time current. The air begins to crystallize and gently cascades like snow. The clock tower atop the high walls, a symbol of royal authority, collapse amid the trembling earth. There's a heavy crash as it hits the ground. Panicked nobles leap from the city gates, their gleaming white ceremonial robes turning into dust beneath mud-covered shoes. A jewel-encrusted crown rolls, colliding with the twisted remains of the bells that's half buried in soil. No one hears the priceless sound of their impact. In the face of collapse, life stands defenseless. When oblivion becomes inevitable, people ultimately do what they've always wanted to do. Look. They finally learned to embrace and kiss. This might be the most meaningful thing they've done in their lives. Courier Man nods, beginning to accept the fact that their old friend is human. But before they can say anything, they're pulled into an embrace. Yeah. Farewell, my old friend. The letter is in your hands now. As the pressure of his palm against their back increases, Courier Man mimics the Philosians around them. They hesitantly bend their elbows to pat their old friend's back. They search their memory bank and recall their first conversation with their old friend. It seems fitting for the current situation. Is this Xavier? Yes. Farewell, my old friend. I feel lucky to have met you. Courier Man's friends pulls away, and his eyes gleam with delighted surprise. It's as if a question that troubled him for so long has finally been answered. The old friend's lips open and close as he speaks, but man can't hear a thing. Sound cannot travel through a vacuum. They watch as their old friend's arms, body, smile, and face dissolve into cosmic dust and vanish. Now it's their turn to have a question that might never be answered in their lifetime. Chapter 3. An Afternoon Letter from the Stars. Back at Interstellar Post, Courier Man stares at the final letter from a life form that has vanished. After struggling, they decided to enter the Postal Service's central transfer hub. Crossing through space-time is never easy. The greater the mass, the greater the difficulty. Most mail is sent through the central transfer hub. For registered mail, couriers typically project their consciousness into relay vessels in the corresponding timeline. But the Earth their old friend wanted to send letters to is too ancient and distant. It's unreachable even with the use of relay vessels. Courier Man has a private mailbag filled with letters their old friend sent to that ancient planet. Sadly, none were successfully delivered. However, Courier Man decided to see what place created these few minutes that their millennia friend cherished so deeply, even if it means they might never return or vanish into space or time rift. Their surroundings become bizarre and kaleidoscopic. Courier Man feels their body being flattened, stretched, squeezed and into a square and then bent into a triangle. They search Earth's vocabulary for quite some time before finding appropriate descriptors. Have you ever been stuffed into a front loader? Or have you played simulation games that involve managing an amusement park? It's like using every wild idea to build an outrageous, sadistic, epic rollercoaster with countless loops and drop towers. Then you press start only to discover yourself as the single passenger on the untested ride. Nothing matters except for hoping to survive. No, even death would be acceptable, but this is so unbearably painful. Yeah, exactly, honey buns. This is why Xavier's so kind of dead inside. Yeah. When the sky finally stops spinning, a figure replaces the light that was stinging Courier Man eyelids. There's fluttering which sends a gentle breeze towards their face. Opening their eyes, Courier Man finds a pair of large, curious eyes blinking repeatedly. They're staring at them. No. Courier Man takes this moment to gather their thoughts before looking around. They're in a small garden belonging to an Earth residence. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Courier Man sits up, looking at those big eyes while searching for an explanation about their sudden appearance. It should be one that doesn't cause unnecessary trouble. The little Earth girl before them looks about 7 or 8 years old. The perfect age to believe in fairy tales. Perhaps making up a story about an alien visiting Earth would be enough. Great-grandma, Mr. Mailman is awake. See, she already decided this alien's identity. A mailman. Huh? As Mailman watches the little girl run off, they spot an elderly woman under a gazebo at the far end of the garden. This is their first meeting, yet they have known her for a long time. Their old friend told the story of those few minutes countless times, her hair gradually turning white, her wrinkles deepening, her body slowly becoming smaller and frailer. But those eyes that contained galaxies never changed. The elderly woman beckons. Courier Man follows the cobblestone path and slowly walks towards the gazebo. That strange sensation they felt while embracing their old friend returns. With each step, the metal components beneath their skin seem to corrode under Earth's atmosphere. Although they don't want to admit it, they feel as if all that remains in their body is the tiny fragment of human consciousness that stems from their origins. Are you here to deliver a letter? The elderly woman takes the letters from Courier Man, her fingers caressing the timeless handwriting. She slowly removes the paper and gently rocks in her lounge chair as she reads one after another. Courier Man stands nearby. The afternoon breeze is quiet, and the sunlight is gentle. They watch as particles like dust from another dimension pass through her wrinkled, delicate fingers and scatter across her body. Her expression remains serene. A smile plays at her lips as if this final testament before her is another cycle of seasons changing. Her soft chuckles pull Courier Man drifting thoughts back to the present. She carefully refolds the letter along their creases and gently presses them against her lap. Of course it will be the most adorable old lady you've met in your lifetime. Seconds pass in silence, then she raises her head to look at Courier Man. Thank you. Courier Man finally has an image to match the afternoon their old friend described so many times. In a garden where one sits on a chair and listens to stories of distant times and worlds, he tells human eyes truly can contain an entire galaxy within them. That's so sweet. Oh, this is so sweet. Chapter 4, The Story of Your Life. Courier Man strolls through the streets of Lincoln City. Their task is complete, but they don't want to immediately return to the postal office. Based on past experiences, the elderly woman will send her reply in 3 days. From number 2761270. You've gone quite far. New star sector assignments have been allocated. Remember to claim yours when you return. I'm waiting for a response letter. It takes Courier Man many attempts to send this message. Earth is primitive and isolated. It's just as their old friends said. They barely send a single message. A response letter? Oh, you mean from the Philosian friend's ancient Earth sweetheart? Didn't she read the letters? She did. Failed to send Philosyn. Why aren't you responding? What's going on over there? I have tons of work to do. I can't keep monitoring the central transfer hub for you. Then, don't wait for me. Wait, come back. Who writes a response to a dead person? Courier Man throws their communication device aside and feels inexplicably agitated. Courier number 2761 isn't wrong, but they feel their old friend hasn't received the respect they deserve. It's only 3 days, a short vacation. Perhaps there will be a response. Courier Man decides to wait on Earth. They find a secluded place where a massive ring-shaped spacecraft has disrupted the area's magnetic field. It's inaccessible to ordinary people. Hydrate!
Am I getting a bit raspy?
The abandoned spacecraft carries a temporal essence similar to their old friends. Leaning against the scattered parts, they recall their old friend's life. They met their old friend during a rite. They used the relay message to deliver mail to Philos and never expected it to become evidence, condemning them as anti-Philosian dissident. They were escorted to the white plaza beneath the clock tower in the royal capital. Their old friend was convicted alongside them. A nobleman dressed in white ceremonial robes embroidered with gold threads looked down imperiously. He proclaimed their unforgivable crimes, his jewel-encrusted crown blindingly bright. The nobleman's self-righteous speech didn't register with Courier Man, and it was almost time to clock off, and they still had mail to deliver. Do you have anything to say? Someone asked this question. Courier Man shook their head. They want to get this over with. They didn't want to work overtime. Do you have anything to say? That person then walked over to their old friend and asked the same question. Yes. I say immortality is a curse that has made you forget where you came from. It robs you of your ability to love, and has left you ignorant of ice cream sweetness and a kiddie's softness. You're unable to appreciate the vitality bursting from blooming flowers while being deaf to the nightingale's final song before dawn. You call yourselves immortal, yet you cannot perceive moments of happiness. You possess time, but you've lost your reverence for life. You've conquered the stars despite not comprehending the luster of tears. You will eventually perish, and the love in my heart will be more than you. Will be more enduring, genuine, and everlasting. The cries' echoes reverberated between the high walls, but the crowd didn't shout, surge, or rage. There was only silence. Courier Man turned to look at the overly dramatic Philosian beside them. With a barely perceptible sigh, his tense body slackened. He missed a slightly quirked eyebrow on the young crown prince's face as he stood in the clock tower's shadow, and they failed to notice the determined gaze of the young girl holding a sword at the far end of the high wall. They were escorted to a forest. A nobleman who judged them declared that criminals would receive a glorious rite. There, once their sins were washed away, they would be reborn. Of course, Courier Man later learned that they would become fuel to keep the planet's hollow heart running. During a short break while waiting to be converted into energy, Courier Man heard their old friends muttering. I can't hold on much longer. I'm being tossed back and forth through space-time rifts. After depleting my energy at one point in time, I'm thrown into a new one. When will it end? Will my cries ever receive a response? Who can bring an end to this cursed immortality? You're certainly quick to make friends. Aren't you a dissident too? Courier Man was surprised by the question. After a quick search in their database, they decided it was better to keep things simple. Is it worth it? It must be. I promised someone that humans would achieve immortality through love. Love. The word philos in some ancient Earth language means love. Since philos has achieved immortality, the concept of love is immortal in a sense. That's a funny joke. Thank you. It seems you won't die either. Where are you from? I'm from the Interstellar Post and I'm here to deliver mail. But my mission is about to fail. Once my energy is depleted, I'll return to my original body. Who's the letter for? Courier Man realized they had forgotten to check the recipient's information because they were too hasty. They pulled up the record. I'm fucking confused who's talking again. It's for you. This is a letter from her? How could she be writing to me? Have you been to Earth? No, it was a fragment I captured while traversing star sectors. When I capture something, I have to deliver it. I do it out of professional integrity. Oh, fuck, it was me. Wait, that's me. As their old friend finishes reading the letter, his slumping body straightens and his dull grey eyes sparkle with light again. That's right. I promised I would keep shouting. I'd yell until the day someone hears me. I want to write back to her and tell her about all these years. Will you help me deliver my response? I can't. That place is too far away. It's impossible to reach. Is that so? It matters not. I'll still write. Neither of us can die, so neither of us can die, so there will always be a chance. In his final moments before being converted into fuel, he flashes a goofy smile at Courier Man. I feel lucky to have met you. Looking back, facing death together during their first meeting had created a bond forged in the face of oblivion.
Oh, he died.
Okay, 3 days later, Courier Man returns to the garden they crashed into, only to find people dressed in black coming. Oh my gosh. The little girl with bright, blinking eyes runs up to them and hands over a letter. As Courier Man is about to place it in their pouch, the little girl holds their hand. Great-grandma said this letter's for you, Mr. Mailman. At a cafe located on a street corner near the garden, Courier Man follows the ritual their old friend had when reading letters. They wash their hands, find a comfortable chair, and open the envelope. Inside is just a single sentence. Thank you, Mr. Mailman. I feel lucky to have met you. A young couple walks into the cafe. Mailman immediately recognizes the Crown Prince, the only one whose eyes held a persistent spark among the countless numb faces on the whole high wall that day. His royal garments have been replaced with a simple hoodie. This prince who granted his old friend's wish and left no regrets now blends into the crowds of ancient Earth. Someday... This is Xavier. So at one point, he returned life to its original meaning. What would their old friend want to do if he were still here? Courier number 170043 thinks before standing up. The scraping sound of the table breaks the cafe's silence. Courier Man realizes they've become just as dramatic as their old friend. The prince's and the girl's gaze fall on Courier Man. Courier Man approaches them, walks up to the Crown Prince and delivers a message for their old friend who no longer exists. I feel lucky to have met you. The Crown Prince furrows his brow in confusion. He's bewildered as he accepts Courier Man's greeting. Courier Man glances between them and recognizes the girl who's always the focus of the prince's gaze. The place where hope was born. The looks exchanged between them resemble those in their old friend's eyes when he spoke of an elderly woman. It's that unique radiance shared between humans and love. what their old French called true immortality. After a moment, the Crown Prince turns and repeats the same words to the girl beside him. Her response makes the prince smile. The light in his eyes grow even brighter as if it contains the entire universe. And finally, Courier Man hears the answer they have missed countless times before. I feel lucky to have met you too. What the fuck? That is Xavier. I'm so confused. Is this like a time loop shit? It didn't click for me that the prince is Xavier until like way late. When did the prince come into play here? That was really cool. Xavier's so sweet. Yo, every time I learn more about him, I'm more like, yo, okay, maybe I am a main. Yeah, he's got such a cool lore. It's a really, really cool lore. Yeah, I like it. I feel lucky to have met you. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is a really good book as well. Xavier May, Xavier. You know, I'm gonna start owning this. I'm gonna start owning it. I'm trying to figure out where the prince comes into play. How do we know when the prince comes in? That's so sweet. It's around here, I think. Here. It's a nobleman, it's not a prince. Okay. Young Crown Prince's face. Yeah, thank you. Gonna head to bed. See you later. No worries. What the fuck? Oh my god, this is so confusing. Shut up, Banshee. Oh, this was a good story. I'm a bit confused though. Is this like a time loop? That was good. That was really good. I enjoyed today. For a world underneath, we smashed it today, honestly. We got 1, 2, 3 left. Why is this locked? Bond story, Rain's embrace. Ooh, we know what to do next stream. Xavier's card in this, right? Yeah, okay. Well, that was awesome. There's a lot of lore there. We covered Mephisto's origins. That was a bit confusing, not gonna lie. Utopian Roma was like... It's kind of creepy because they were like disappeared. And then this one was like, they're in a simulation. That was really fucked up. I think I liked the Lucky Loop. Yeah, it's a whole fucking loop. These two, Lincoln Online and the Lucky Loop, were really good. I thoroughly enjoyed those two. Yeah, good read today. But I'm done now. I'm actually done. I'm tired. So we're gonna pass it over to... let's see who's playing lads today, and then if not, I'll go back to my guy Nicholas because he's sick. I love Nicholas. Oh, they're covering World Underneath as well. Let's go Princess Rosca. Let's raid them, shall we? Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. That was a great stream. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Let me change it back so you can see me. Hey, thanks for joining me. I appreciate all the donations and the subs today. It was a pleasure to read this out to you guys, and it was fun to do this on the side. Honestly, it's great. It's a good time every time. And you'll probably see me on the Discord like bashing about lore and things, because that's what I always do. But thanks for joining. Appreciate it. We're gonna raid this baby girl that I don't even know, but we'll raid her anyway. Yeah, Princess Rosca. And yeah, we'll see what they're up to, yeah? Alright, thank you guys. I'll see you next week, and if you guys want to try out the other streams and stuff, we'll start doing those as well. I'll let you know. Be on the Discord and I'll let you know, okay?
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Should we raid? Should we raid? Let's raid.
Waiting.
Okay, bye YouTubies.
Bye. Bye.